leave you faceless. Only fucking with her if she basic. Just got off the phone, Karen coming.
What's going on, guys? I'm gonna cut that shit off real quick. Real quick. Welcome back to episode number 2. Let me pull the microphone into the stream. There we are. There it is. Welcome back to Pure Evil MMA, guys. So, I'm bringing back the meme review. I know y'all been waiting for it, and we did episode number 1 last night, which was totally legendary. We are never going to forget episode 1. Let episode 1 rest where it is, and let it just blow up on everybody. Because once this comes around, there's no one else doing what we're doing here on Pure Evil MMA in the entire MMA scene. I said it last night, I'm tired of all the dorks in the MMA scene. It's time for the new era, which means there's a big announcement I'm about to break right now, exclusive on Pure Evil MMA. Tomorrow night, we're going to be able to welcome the MMA-holes. Yeah, a little ripoff of Ariel Helwani's, which is so fucking annoying. I can't even do it because it's just so ridiculous. I don't know where he got it from, but tomorrow night, we're going to be joined by the MMA-holes. And I can't wait for it. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. So Thursday, I don't know when you guys are watching this, but Thursday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be joined right here by the MMA-holes. Well, when I say the MMA-holes, I mean our boy Chris, who's going to be joining us. All right, so if you are new to here to Pure Evil MMA, make sure to subscribe down below here on YouTube, because this is exclusive, just YouTube. We're not uploading this as a podcast. That would just be completely ridiculous, because it's a video cast, and you need to watch what I'm reacting to. I'm going to hop right into it in just a second, but make sure to follow me on Instagram, at Pure Evil MMA_. Also on Twitter, at Evil_Echo. Let's jump right into it. We are going to be reacting to some memes here on Pure Evil MMA from YouTube. And honestly, guys, last night's show was so good. There's no way I'm not going to continue this series. I'm going to make a playlist for it here on the YouTube channel. So let's jump right into it, because I know you guys don't really want to wait too long for us to jump into the meme review. But before we do that, let me make sure our audio is up, because there's nothing worse here on Pure Evil MMA. And they're starting the show and realizing the fucking microphone is all fucked up. Just give me one second. Our audio is up because there's nothing worse here. All right, we're good. Sometimes I sound like the fucking devil. My voice is down like a couple octaves, and it just sounds, it's pretty scary. It's really scary. Let's jump into it. So last night, one thing that was missing, Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor wasn't in the show at all last night. We had some good ones between Rampage Jackson. There were some good ones with Ariel, Dana White, Joe Rogan. But Conor McGregor is the king of the MMA memes. So right here, let's just jump right into it here, because right off the bat, there's Cowboy Cerrone, Chad Mendes, and Holly Holm right there. And this probably, I think this was 2016, 2017. We might actually see Cowboy Cerrone and Conor McGregor fight soon. So let's see what happens here.
I butchered your face. I KO'd you. You were curled up like a bitch. You were curled up like a bitch. You were curled up like a bitch. I butchered your body. You couldn't even lift your hands up. You couldn't even lift your hands up. You can do that all you want, but at the end of the day, the knockout.
Chad Mendes just straight shook right here. You got nothing to say. In this I remember watching this press conference live. All of these. Oh wait. Look at Joe Duffy at the top. The one guy at the time who actually beat Conor McGregor. He's just glaring down at him like, bro, shut your mouth. You're not going to be able to run for this too long. But I'll tell you what, Conor McGregor, he just schooled everyone here. This is how a press conference needs to be done. Chad Mendes had nothing for him. Eddie Alvarez had nothing for him. Cowboy tries to even butt in. He's like, this is the big boy. This is the big boy division. And he just rallies him. But look at Conor's facial reactions here. There was something really weird about this. It looked like he was on something here.
It speaks for itself, and you hit the deck like a bitch.
Fuck that. Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker. I'm gonna fight your fucking ass.
This is what you do. I know it's your first time involved in something like this. Welcome to the big leagues. After this, you'll be back to
this. Got to be old.
I think you should shut up. You're embarrassing yourself right now. Are you still drunk right now? Are you still drunk or what? What's going on?
No, but I'm gonna go.
What is going on with him?
I'm gonna go have a
Your
beer.
voice is kind of you. What is happening with you, my God?
Yeah, what?
Are you healthy? Are you okay? Is up here? Is it
Hey,
you get hit too much or what?
Hey, George. I'll go out on an all-night fucking bender and still beat you, pal.
You've got nothing going on between your ears, buddy. Right? You look good, you don't talk good, and you ain't gonna find that good.
Luke Rockhold and Chris Weidman couldn't sell a fight. They couldn't sell water to a thirsty man in a
That was a good fight, though.
I can sell sand to an Arab.
Life. That's how you overcome things. That's how you put yourself out there. You believe it, and you achieve it. And that's what I do. I know what I'm gonna do. I know.
What a fucking fail that was, bro. Stop saying that. Stop saying believe achieve. That was everywhere in 2017. Believe achieve. Which, okay, cool, but stop. Fuck, every fighter was saying it. Every fighter was saying it.
Better than this.
Sounds like
I
the
know
worst
that I'm gonna
self-help
knock him
book you've
out.
ever read. Conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the fuck up.
You're just an
Finish
average
it.
bloke. You're just an average bloke.
Good use of English
I'm a
terminology.
fucking samurai. I'm gonna come in there
What the
silent,
fuck is
undetected, and I'm gonna knock you
Samurai,
out. I'm gonna make
conceive,
my
believe,
kill,
achieve.
and I'm gonna fucking
Stop
be
it.
out.
You're making a
I'll
fool
be
of
out on the
yourself.
next contract.
Bisbing keeps it real.
Foresee for your future.
I foresee for my future 1, 2, 3, 10 drinks tonight. A very, very sore head tomorrow.
That guy's such a dick. I mean, you show your true colors after a fight, and that fucking guy comes up to me and says, "You know where you are, huh?"
In retrospect here, what a fucking moment for Bisbing that was. What a fucking... He knocks out Luke Rockhold, one of the biggest... Michael Bisping going into this fight. I picked Michael Bisping to win this fight. He was such a big underdog. Everyone in the MMA scene was telling me I was out of my fucking mind. People were on following me because I picked Michael Bisping. And then he dropped that. One of my most memorable moments as an MMA journalist.
I just knocked you out in the first round. Cold. Have you seen that replay, buddy? Your head was bouncing around like a pinball machine.
I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, pal. I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
Yeah, watch it again. Obviously didn't sink in.
You look like a 50-year-old retired.
Classic season.
A little fat old man you look like. Anderson Silva.
You absolutely suck. Classic.
Boo me! I'm getting money and championship belts. What's up?
I'm the same person. Go ahead. Let's make a beat to it. Boo. Boo.
Aw.
Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Y'all going? Where y'all at? I thought y'all was booing. Let's make a beat to it. Because that's all
T
I'm gonna do
Wood,
Saturday
man.
night. I'm gonna make a beat. I'm gonna beat this boy like a drum. And everybody that's booing.
T Wood, though. T Wood. That was one of the lowest moments for T Wood. He was so fucked up from what people thought about him. And I gotta say, man, like, it's proof that no matter where you are in life, people are gonna judge and talk down. You could be at the top of your game, the champion of the UFC, in one of the toughest divisions, and people will still have something to say. Like, oh, Joe was right on the podcast. She was like, man, whenever you get in your head and you think people are hating on you, call me. It's such bullshit, man. That was one of T Wood's lowest moments right there. So instead of a meme, that's really a cringe meme right there.
Frank Mir had a horseshoe up his ass.
And out of here, ain't get up.
I told him that a year ago. I pulled that sumbitch out and I beat him over the head with it.
That's how it's done, guys. If you are a new era fighter, you realize that too. There are so many people out there. You can say whatever you want about Brock Lesnar, but he can sell a fight. There is a reason. There is a reason, not just because of his body, but he was the champ within his first 3 fights inside the UFC. He had a huge wrestling background. People I asked James McSweeney this the other night on Gloves Off, which I just uploaded here on the YouTube channel. I was like, do you think wrestlers are athletes? He was like, for Brock Lesnar, man, he was an actual Division I wrestler or something like that. I forgot exactly what he was in college, but what division or whatnot. But it's hard to say with a lot of the fighters. Like CM Punk coming over, a completely different story. But when Brock came over, he knew how to sell a fight. And fighters are finally learning that. This is the WME-IMG era, and we're really seeing that right now, where you need to be an entertainer and your own promoter. You are a product. Every fighter on here, you are your own product. You are not working under Stop and Shop or Kohl's or one of these big organizations where it's like you're all a team. You are your own worst enemy and your own best promoter. I don't know. It's the truth. But that's how it's done. And this was what? This was years ago. Now this came out.
I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna sit down with my friends and family.
Drink a Bud Light.
Ready to get on top of my wife tonight. See y'all later.
Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen.
You're a comedian. This is Bruce Lee shit.
Classic.
I don't have to. What are you talking about? We'll see.
He's like a little cholo gangster from the hood. But at the same time,
When everything changed. This press conference came out. We found out the news that RDA broke his foot that morning, and by that night, they had this press conference set up.
he coaches kids jiu-jitsu on a Sunday morning. He
And
goes
make
on bike
balloon
rides with the
animals.
elderly. He makes gun signs with the right hand and animal balloons with the left hand. So you're a credit to the community.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
This is so classic. Playing touch butt in the park.
Give a fuck what you say, motherfucker. Yeah, thugging on mine, motherfucker. What you got?
Thing is, Nate really doesn't give a fuck. He really doesn't. At all.
Injuries, sicknesses, big weight cuts, hurricanophilia. You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Yes! Fucking Artem. Fucking Artem. He knows. He knows. He knows the secret in MMA. And let me just say this. Tonight, Luis Pena. And Luis, if you're watching this, bro, why are you dipping out, bro? You told me when you came on my podcast, it was the best interview you've ever done. Ever. I hate when fighters, they come up. I have text messages in my phone from Luis years before he was on The Ultimate Fighter. At least a year and a half before he was on The Ultimate Fighter. Before he made it in the UFC. So, man, at least send me a message back and be like, I ain't feeling it. Or let me know what's going on, bro. Luis, if you're seeing this, bro, I'm down for you to fight Artem. I am totally down for you to fight Artem. But hit your boy up. Because you're part of the... I'm going to say it right now. There are so many nerds in MMA journalism, and I'm just sick of it, bro. Why are you entertaining nerds? Come on.
Dog, stop. I'll come right now. Come in. Come over here, boy. Then come.
Bring it. Bring it, Pee-wee. Come on, bring that ugly little red tie over.
Jeremy Stevens. Where's Cody and Olaf? Think about that.
Nick, what do you think of Connor's fighting style? And then Connor, the same question about Nick.
I like it.
If you are a media member at one of these press conferences, you should know Nick doesn't like to do any questions with anybody, nor does his brother. They're pretty socially awkward, but it makes for the best clip. So shame on you, but I see you.
I like it too.
Classic.
I want you to give us a quick count to 10, both of you gentlemen, if you don't mind, just if you wouldn't mind counting to 10.
Nate
What?
can only count to 5. 10. Count to 5, Nate, will you, if you can?
You're like a crackhead with a suit on. I could look like a crackhead with a suit on, but I've never been a crackhead like you don't.
Yesterday, I do not remember seeing that mark on
Okay.
your forehead. Where did that come from?
It's a delicate question, you know. I had a late training.
People give Ariel a hard time, and I might give Ariel a hard time too, but he's one of the best in the business, and you have to ask that question.
In my room, so a few ladies came and they make us question.
I knew it was
Are you okay?
It's fucking Harry Potter birthmark right there, right? Look at that. That is the Harry Potter birthmark.
Okay. Are you okay?
Excuse me.
Does it hurt? Are you okay?
No, I'm okay, but they're not.
Okay, so if you don't know... Okay, this makes a little bit more sense now. If you don't know anything about Mirko Cro Cop, he was actually like he's terrorist police where he's from. which is why when he was standing down Vanderlei Silva, I know the first time they fought, the rules are a little different, whatever. But in any fight, pick any fight, he's not intimidated. This guy has actually seen the faces of evil. So that is why he's probably saying it's a delicate question, and why he's saying that the people who gave him that are in a little worse of a place.
All right. You ask.
All the training and all the sex I've been getting, yeah, my body's...
Derek Lewis.
What round they rise and fine ass at?
King of the memes. The king of the memes. All right, so for any MMA website out there, if you aren't doing a top UFC meme, it goes to Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis all year round, even if on his Twitter, people calling him up being like, bro, you aren't making those posts. He's in Octagon right now making actual content. Like, it's so good. It's so good.
Takedowns in.
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
This was a weird moment, but Dominic is so right here. Dude, we are having an interview right now. You are supposed to be hyping our fight up, and you're just shutting down, like, not wanting any part of it. Dom's a really smart person here and makes a great point.
You gotta talk to me. You have no choice. You got nowhere to go. Keep talking.
Like, you know, this is obviously your country. That's got to be fighting words.
It's my country, but I don't
Which
bow
country
down.
is it,
I don't
George?
bow down to the Queen.
Is it France or it can?
I'm
Or is it
French
Canada?
Canadian. I don't bow down to the Queen.
That's not a French Canadian. Is not a country.
I want to fight with Chuck here. Fuck Chuck.
I mean, maybe that's your job, but where I come from, you know, people like that get slapped.
First off, I forgot with your guys' money from buying all the shit. From buying all the new merch, I was able to get these badass fucking headphones. Shout out to y'all. Y'all pull through. Because those old headphones weren't doing it for me. There we go. Let's see how this sounds. First time ever using them.
Jesus, I killed.
Ooh. Wow.
I'm killed
What a
with
difference.
all the gods. Gods recognize
Gods. Check.
Did they not know I'm half black?
I was here for this. This was so weird. This was such a weird moment. And people were literally sitting there so confused because we had like an hour of Dougie Fresh coming out. Conor McGregor was like 3 hours, 4 hours late. It was weird. It got weird. Let me make sure this sounds good. Conor McGregor was like 3 hours, 4 hours late. All right, cool. I had to make sure we sounded good here. But I loved what he was wearing for this. It's so good. But the black comments, cringe. Ultimate cringe.
Yeah! I'm half black from the belly button down.
Not what you want to say, New York, bro. Come on.
Have I been wrong yet? Have I been
Been
wrong
wrong
yet?
yet?
No.
You still there, pussy?
See, are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah.
That's obviously one that's going to go down in history, but I've seen it so many times that I've kind of lost my reaction to it, if you know what I mean.
Here.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, you have a functioning penis too, you know? I can be fat, I can not have a six-pack, but my dick works. My dick works.
I eat my shit whole. I don't fucking take piece by piece.
The more you talk, the bigger of an ass you're gonna look on July 7th. That's all I gotta say.
I don't chew on nothing the whole time.
I think this still goes down as the best debut in UFC history. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. This has to go down as the best. Well, first off, Justin Gaethje coming right into here gets a perfect opponent that's gonna work with him to hype up the fight. Maybe he might have went too far in some people's book with calling him like inbred or whatever, but it was just so the best fight. I think it was the same night. It was during fight week, I believe. So there were fights like 3 nights in a row. One night on Fight Pass, one night on FS1, one night on pay-per-view, and this was the talk of the town.
I believe when I punched him and he went down, I I followed him. I got him in a guillotine choke, and I clearly felt a tap.
Up until this weekend, this was the last time we ever seen somebody get finished and actually do a post-fight interview. After this, Dana and Joe came to agreements like it's just not right. But I'm going to say this. That night, and you guys can even go back on my Twitter and look at this, I was tweeting out that it looked like Stipe fucking tapped. So the people that give him a hard time, and like Joe, like I understand like why he doesn't want to interview people after getting finished, but I thought I saw the tap too before he even brought this up. Let me know what you guys think about that. And another thing, we might be having Alistair on the show for Gloves Off because James McSweeney is very close with him and his brother. So maybe by episode 10, we'll have Alistair on, which would be awesome.
Thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah.
I love you.
He didn't say it. He didn't say it.
Hey. Awkward.
What? You can say it on the Skype, but you can't tell me you love me on TV?
DC, you are my man.
I love you, Luke.
I'll be fine.
Another just cringe moment.
It's just my foot. I'm good. I'll be back. Don't worry. I'll be back to whoop your ass.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Appreciate
He just told me he had the 4-1.
I'm glad you cut your hair though. You got rid of the hobbit. You got rid of the hobbit hair though.
What, you gonna do something about it? What you gonna do? I'll do something about it. Do something then.
At the time, no one had any idea who Cody Nolov was. They had no idea who Touchy Feely was. And I was right there. This is a badass moment. I would love, this would be a cool idea. This would be an awesome fight. Conor versus Cody Nolov. At this point in Conor's career, I think that would be a great pick-me-up fight. And I believe Cody Nolov would have a fair chance because he thrives off of fights like this where he needs something to get pumped up. And this is a root of it all. Some of you guys might be looking at me right now and being like, bro, come on. But I would love to see this fight, especially right now where it's up in the air. Like Conor's on a couple fight losing streak where people forget he's a 145er. Yeah, he starts Eddie Alvarez, and I still think 155 is probably going to be the best weight for Conor McGregor. He's also on a couple fight losing streak. Khabib Nurmagomedov, it was just a scary fight for him to take. Him versus Cody Nolov, though, I like that even better than I like Cowboy, because I think Cowboy will beat him too. If you're a Conor McGregor fan, I feel like this is a better option coming off a couple of losses, which will also par to an exciting fight.
I'm an average guy, more than average.
I'm not saying I will fight you. I said I would kill you if
John,
you did some
do you
stupid
think?
shit
Do you,
like that.
so John, do you think I'm just gonna sit there and let you kill me, John? I mean, really?
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet. Vanderlei Silva. 6 feet tall and 205 pounds. Boy, until I met you, I didn't know they could stack crap that high.
I just want to say from the
Chael Sonnen, still doing it. Still doing it. And I got to say, big shout out to Chael Sonnen, his podcast. If you guys haven't watched, or I don't even watch it, I listen to it on Podcast One. You're welcome with Chael Sonnen. That was the name of it.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Yes!
The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
This moment makes me so happy to even rewatch, because watching it live, reacting to it live, especially after him knocking out Jose Aldo, I thought that was probably going to be the tops. But he goes in here, Madison Square Garden, which if you guys don't realize and you're new to MMA, it was illegal in New York. We couldn't have anything besides amateur fights here in New York. I'm in Connecticut. I'm in between Boston and New York. So when New York was legalized, I remember I went to World Series of Fighting, Madison Square Garden, New Year's Eve. Madison Square Garden Theater, which was absolutely awesome to go to, because I got to see Justin Gaethje in the main event, the fight before he got signed to the UFC. David Branch, the fight before he got signed to the UFC. Marlon Moraes, right before signing to the UFC. It was an epic night, very epic night. I even did a great podcast with Kerry Stellar and my boy Frenchie. It was one of my favorite podcasts because it was just so different, something new to me at the time, doing something like that. But Madison Square Garden, 2-division champ. This was just such a great moment. Look at the smile on Dana's face. Look at the smile on Joe's face. They bring him out the second belt. It's just, this is a great moment right here. Look at Eddie in the back. Really upset. Oh, man. What a great moment. One of the best moments in MMA history. Such a good moment.
That's what I dreamed into reality. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good.
Where you at, McNuggets, you fucking piece of shit? I'm gonna kick your ass. You better come and fucking defend that belt. Defend or vacate, motherfucker.
I know his mama got tickets, so
shut the fuck up about, hey, don't talk about
Watching this live, seeing this live, guys, I didn't know if Mike was serious here. He's sitting there with the mullet. You got Kevin Lee showing up like this, which, you know, you gotta love it. But people were like, you know, you're trying to be Conor McGregor too much. But the mama joke made it even more just cringy. Cringe.
Don't you ever talk about my mom. Don't you ever talk about my fucking mom. Don't you ever...
He didn't even say anything bad. He was like, yo, mama got tickets to your fight. Yeah, my mom's probably going to come to my fight. Yeah. It's just, come on.
Talk about my fucking mom.
Dad,
I want to get in the middle.
like, whatever you want to call it.
I'm going to smack the fuck out of you right now. Don't you ever talk about my mom.
What's good?
Kevin Lee lands a punch, though. Out of all that, like, Michael Chiesa was probably just doing it for the clout. He was doing it for the gram. Michael Chiesa was doing it for the gram. Like, no one was doing anything. You see Conor McGregor going there so many times. That's how you make money. It's the new era. We all know it. Whether you want to fucking admit it or not, you know what? Deep down in your heart, as mad as you are about it, it's the fucking truth. Mike was doing it for the gram. Kevin Lee lands a punch, though. Kevin Lee lands a solid right hand. Check this out.
Don't you ever talk about my fucking mom. Don't you ever talk about my fucking mom.
Dad,
I want to get in the middle.
Like, whatever you want to call it.
I'm going to smack the fuck out of you right now. Don't you ever talk about my mom. What's good?
That was a hard right hand, man.
I don't just knock them out. I picked the round. So I said I'd knock him out in the first round, and I knocked him out in the first round. You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Hey, I'm here to kill and be killed in Stockton, California. Fuck this little bitch. Fuck.
209, motherfucker.
Nate Diaz, ladies and gentlemen.
What is the game plan going up against him? The game plan is going there.
I have made this mistake before. Sometimes you're like, you're so deep into something, and then the fighter will talk for a little bit too long, and the question that you had in your mind goes away, and they say something that just distracts you, and you got to come up with something really quick. This happened to me like last year a couple of times before I got used to like expecting these moments after rewatching them, and this guy makes the mistake like, tell me your game plan. Matter of fact, I asked Rosendo Sanchez over at AKA before the fight. He was training DC. And I asked him what the game plan was going into the fight with Stipe. Ugh. Add that to the cringe.
Stockton, California. Fuck this little bitch. Fuck you.
Nate Diaz, ladies and gentlemen.
What is the game plan going up against him? The game plan is you go in there, hit him with some good shit, don't get hit, and come home with a pocket full of cash.
That's the game plan. What happened to you? Okay, so anytime Yoel Romero fights, with your money, guys, because I don't buy anything. When you guys buy my merchandise, I don't buy anything unless it's for the studio, and I only wear this when Yoel fights. Let me get it for this moment.
Go for Jesus. Not forget Jesus, people.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yoel Romero. Man, I'm still upset. I am still upset that they did not have Michael Bisping versus Yoel. That still pisses me off. So for Yoel Romero, only when he fights I'll wear this shirt. Team Jesus. Remember, no gay Jesus.
I'm very glad you won that fight, Matt.
But I am not impressed. So, just classic. Another classic one that you've seen too many times that it's just like, all right.
But I'm not impressed by your performance. And
Classic,
I look forward to fight you in the near future.
We don't know, maybe Conor make different decision.
The original meme.
Number one bullshit.
This is number one bullshit.
With one hand, but
Put that down. Mark that one down with a beep. This is number one bullshit. Down as one of the top memes of 2018. Between him and Derek Lewis, they are the top two leaders right now on the list here at Pure Evil MMA as the two top meme winners of 2018. This is number one bullshit. Send me location.
but you know that's the kind of confidence you need to have as a world champion.
What did she say there? I missed that. I missed that part.
We don't know, maybe Conor make different decision.
Was that Esther Lynn?
This is number one bullshit.
Shout out to my boys Submission Radio. See that? The Submission Radio mic in there?
We don't.
My boys over at Submission Radio, I think they hit 100,000 subscribers. Veer MMA, which obviously throwback. 20 Sports, NBC. Come on, hire me. MMA Junkie up in there.
No, right. Maybe Conor make different decision. Maybe. This is number one bullshit.
I think I could beat every girl in my division with one hand, but.
Okay.
But you know that's the kind of confidence you need to have as a world champion.
Which that's a fucked up little clip there. Everyone likes to rag on Ronda Rousey, but let's be real, she is one of the best female fighters that we've ever got to witness. There's still no female fighter like her out there right now. You could say Chris Cyborg, you could say Amanda Nunes, but no one was going in there. The hype that she had behind her, people were relying on her to finish fights in the first round. If you got out of the first round, you're in open water with Ronda, uncharted territory, and like the hype was up high. And then she wanted to start using her hands more after the Bethe Correia fight, which is understandable. She wanted to see how good she is. She thought she was the shit, which is the mentality to have. 2 fights and she leaves, and it's a very upsetting ending. And I think that even gives people more fuel to be like, give her a little bit more of a hard time. But I don't know. I'm a big Ronda fan, as you guys know.
I know right now there is not a man in this planet
Where is Ben Rothwell?
that can stop me inside this octagon, and only politics can slow me. I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
So if I was you, I hope to God you come ready.
The original. If you guys don't know who this man is in the middle, by the way, the man with the receding hairline, the bad teeth, but the nice suit is Mr. Dana White, everyone. This is season 1 or 3. Season 3, I believe, of The Ultimate Fighter. Which is November, Tito versus Shamrock. One of my favorite rivalries, originally. Favorite rivals that we knew of at the time. Because I still have my Ken Shamrock wrestling doll from when I was a little boy. When I was making my transition between the Tommy K's, and I talked about it on episode 8, Gloves Off with James McSweeney, we both shared our first UFC experiences. Him watching UFC 3 for the first time with Hoist and Chemo, but my first experience being watching it from Tommy K's, having to have an adult with me to rent UFC 1. And I still just remember Ken Shamrock watching WWE as a kid, being like, what is UFC? What is MMA? And like, that's the real thing. And that was the first time I ever had a spark of interest or knew anything about it, was because of Ken Shamrock.
Because if you don't, I'm going to beat you into the living death.
Kicks up the chair. I'm surprised we haven't seen this one yet, honestly. That was a classic.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet. I'm
surprised we haven't seen this one yet, honestly.
So if I was
that was
you,
a classic.
I hope to God you come ready. Because if you don't, I'm going to beat you into the living death.
The monkey laugh.
Beef. I like beef. Beef makes you strong.
So, cow beef, horse beef. I eat 9 o'clock in the
Oh, snap. I've never seen that clip before. Did you guys catch that? If you are diehard in MMA, you know what's going on here. He popped for, in 2015, there was this fad going around when fighters would pop. And they had no idea if it was true or not, which I'm going to say I believed because I don't know anything about it. But they say horse meat has steroids in it. Which kind of makes sense. Like if you were eating a racehorse or, I don't know. I really have no idea. Just off the top of my head, like you're going to give horses PEDs, right? You're going to give them steroids to perform better or whatever. Even chickens, they say, have steroids in it, which I might sound like an idiot right now, but right here they catch the Reem saying that he's eating and cooking up some horse meat here, which he actually popped for, or claims.
Cow beef, horse beef. I eat 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, then training. Then after training, I eat immediately. Then I go home, sleep, but before I sleep, I eat. That's number 4. Then when I wake up, I eat, number 5. Then I train again. Then I eat again after training, number 6. Then I go home, I eat big, number 7. And then I eat again before I go to bed, number 8.
John Dodson was saying that I'm garbage, I'm boring, I'm a pig to the division, but
I still say this is a huge loss for the UFC, man. I still believe, like, even though he was not pulling in pay-per-views, what the fuck does that mean? Put this man as the headliner for your Fox events. Why not? I watch every time. Him versus Dotson, when that was on pay-per-view, it was kind of hard to want to watch that. But after that, when they put him on the fucking FS1 for free, and it pulled in a whole bunch of views. People don't want to pay $70 to watch this division. Let's just be real. But he's one of the most exciting fighters to watch. Like, why would you want to watch somebody who's not ranked over somebody who's the fucking champ? You're watching the prelims. You're watching the beginning of the main card. How does Demetrius Johnson not bring hype? Especially towards the end of his career. The fucking armbar that he laid. The suplex armbar or whatever it was. Bilal Muhammad did like a reaction video, or he tried like recreating it inside the gym. But it's a loss, man. It really is. I interviewed Shorty Torres and Jared Brooks and Mitch Raposo, and the reactions for it were really interesting. Guys, check it out down below here on the playlist or on the podcast on iTunes, Podbean, and Spotify. It's called the Pissed Off Flyweights.
face. I look prettier than a motherfucker. And that's where technique gets you right there.
I can make you rich. I change your bum life. You fight me, it's a celebration.
I will beat you.
When you sign to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home. You ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Let's go a little bit closer. Don't touch. Closer, let's go closer. I want to smell his pussy. I can smell your pussy from here.
He has no idea what he's saying.
There's a little snake in the grass right there.
Conor McGregor called this entire situation through and through. Billy Q. We've had Billy Q on the podcast. Shout out to Billy Quarantino. Quarantino. It's been a minute since we talked to Billy Q. But Conor McGregor called this moment out before anybody knew it. And he was dead on, too. It unfolded. It bloomed during the season.
Hey, little boy. How's it going? Are you lost?
I still think it was the best decision TJ probably ever made.
Sorry I'm late, I just don't give a fuck!
And everybody, thank you! And this is still my boy!
Cringe.
What is it that he did that disrespected you?
That was during his loss. That is so cringy. If you're Wonder Boy, this just hurts to see. This just hurts to see. I mean, Chris Weidman. If you're Chris Weidman, this is just...
And everybody, thank you! And this is still my boy!
What is it that...
Oh, Chris. I feel your pain there more than ever.
That he did that disrespected you that got you to dislike him?
This is not a therapy session.
Oh, no, but you are.
You don't got. You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail. And I'm the one who ain't got no training partner. I don't think so. You seem to have it all figured out when you're fighting midgets. You got shit. And then all I see is this guy in the park with that goofball with the ponytail.
You seem to got it all figured out when you fight midgets. Great.
The bums. So I'm like,
Bums
the
you
bums,
train with.
that funny motherfucker
Juice
with the
heads.
stupid haircut.
Juice heads and
Fuck.
bums.
One of my littlest dudes slapped the shit out of that guy. What the fuck?
Connor fired, what was his name? Aidu Portal? Right? Was that his name? Aidu Portal or something like that. And Joe Rogan was like, he had him on the podcast. He was like, what is it that you do, man? Like, I don't know. There was a big sensation going on for a while. People were hiring these guys left and right. And then Joe Rogan was really suspicious about it. And I was buying into what Joe was saying because it opened my mind. Like, I didn't know what it was. But to me, it was like, oh, Connor's doing it. And look at his movements inside the octagon. And then you actually, like, look a little bit deeper. And it's just like, oh, what are you doing? Connor fucking fires him after UFC 196. Playing touch butt in the park with the guy with the weird haircut.
The ponytail. And I'm the one who ain't got no training partner. I don't think so. You seem to have it all figured out when you're fighting midgets. I got shit. And then all I see is this guy in the park with that goofball with
Playing
the
touch butt.
So I'm like,
Bums
the
you train
bums,
with.
that funny motherfucker
Juice
with the
heads.
stupid haircut.
Juice heads and bums.
One of my littlest dudes slapped the shit out of that guy. What the fuck?
He's gonna
great.
lose November 4th. This I can guarantee you. He's not
So good.
gonna beat me. This is nothing more sure. Water is wet, fire burn, and I'm gonna beat Michael Bisping.
You little fucking weasel. If there's ever a man that looks like a weasel, that's fucking it. You gonna do? You gonna stand up and do something? You sit down and shut your fucking mouth.
That's how you hype a fight.
I beat you after a weekend of cocaine. And prostitutes.
Sandblasting prostitutes. The best clip ever right there. These two clips back to back too. All right. These three clips. I love this because this was a good moment. If Conor won this fight, let's be real. If Conor won this fight against Mayweather, came back and won against Khabib, which isn't the reality, which now we're back in real reality. Like, it seemed like all these crazy scenarios happened in 2017. 2018, it's like, all right, we're grounded once again. And this was the beginning of it all. The end of 2017. The highs and the lows.
I beat you after a weekend of cocaine. And prostitutes.
It's a good weekend.
Nick Diaz, the winner, by unanimous decision.
I'm not even.
I don't think George is hurt. I think he's scared. I think he's scared to fight everybody right now.
Don't be scared, homie.
Where you at, George?
Where you at, George?
You're standing there with that fucking belt on like you're a champion. Makes me sick. You should be ashamed of yourself. Here, take that. Take that. Fight me for it. I'll see you soon, motherfucker.
A fight I wish happened. I would pick Whitaker there, but damn, man. You have, like, now that Bisping's gone, now that Uriah Faber's gone, you got to miss a couple of these guys here. And there's going to be a couple more of that. We're going to see drop off in the next couple of years here. It's just sad. Dominic Cruz, the Korean Zombie, just to name two of them right off the bat. Nick Diaz, I mean, it's been a minute since he showed up. When was the last time he fought? The beginning of 2015 against Anderson Silva. Oh, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. Shogun Rua, his career. There's a lot of them, man. We're about to see Tito Ortiz. Then again, we're about to see Tito Ortiz versus Chuck Liddell again.
Nick Diaz, the winner, by unanimous decision.
I don't think George is hurt. I think he's scared. I think he's scared to fight everybody right now. What's up? Where you at, George?
But the fact that you're standing there with that fucking belt on like you're a champion makes me sick. You should be ashamed of yourself. Here, take that. Take that. Fight me for it. I'll see you soon, motherfucker. Hey, can I keep that?
He didn't want to fight because Johnny Hendricks hit him in the head so many times, he thought he'd been abducted by aliens. I'm surprised you're not wearing a tinfoil
Nailed it.
hat today to stop the fucking messages coming.
This guy TKOs people. When I knock people out, they don't fucking move.
Jeremy Stephens, in this moment, he thought he got Conor here. I love, look at the smile on his face. Like the whole time Conor's stealing the show. And Jeremy Stephens, out of nowhere, drops this line and thinks he got Conor McGregor. Conor turns. And then boom.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The meme, I love that it ended right there.
I butchered your...
One more time. Let's play that last clip because this won the meme of 2016. Right here, everyone.
They don't fucking move. Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? I butchered your...
And that's it for that video, guys. One more video. We're gonna do one more video in celebration of episode number 2. And tomorrow night, guys, 9 p.m. Me and the MMA holes. I think, fuck it. Like, I think we should do this live. We need to do it live, right? Let's do it let's do it. Let's do it live. My original idea was to cut it up. We're going to do a half-hour video. Me and Chris from the MMA holes. If Jesse shows up, that would be sick. That would be sick. So basically, I'm down in the right corner here in this video. They're going to be in the left corner. And we're going to be reacting to videos just like this. 9 p.m. tomorrow night, we're going to be doing it live. Fuck it. It's going to be a little difficult because it's the first time we're doing it. But the original idea was to cut it up into a couple of different pieces. 10-minute clips like PewDiePie does with his meme reviews. But we're gonna take the risk. All right, so funniest questions and answers at UFC press conferences. Let's do it. We're gonna end the video here. Finish this blunt. Last night I think we streamed for like 2 hours, which I'd rather be doing this than anything else. Let's be real. I'd rather be doing this than literally anything else.
I've got a question for Dana. Well, it's not a question, it's more of a proposition. Dana, I'm five-time national kickboxing champion. I'm Irish and British champion at Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm a world...
This kid actually, I believe, trains at SBG. He's like, what, 9 years old maybe? We're going to bring Shadow out for the streamers here. Shadow. This is the new baby. Here on Beer Evil MMA, the new mascot, which she only likes hiding in my hood. Hence her name Shadow. But this kid, I believe, trains at SPG with Conor McGregor and Coach Kavanaugh.
medalist at kickboxing. So I'm guaranteed that you're going to be strapping that gold belt around my waist.
I love it. What's your proposition?
So help me out with advance on my first paycheck for a fight. To see Conor versus Aldo in July.
I love it. You're the best, kid.
What are some of your favorite cities to check out and sample?
I'm a big fan of Latin America. You know?
Let's leave it at that.
If you don't
What's
get
the
it,
next
yeah.
question?
If you don't get it.
My question is for John Jones. John, you're a freaking inspiration. I love you, man. But like Kanye West, it is hard to be your fan.
Shout out to that guy. There really is no one better than the UFC 205 presser when the kid calls out Eddie Alvarez, but that was also a good one right there.
Now, Luke Rockhold, when you're traveling around the world, actually.
Hold up, I gotta get my other beer. And if you live on the East Coast during these months, there's only one place to put beers. It's in the window.
Sampling all the different cultures that local cities offer. I'm talking about food, everybody relax.
And I was talking about wine tasting, just to clarify that.
Totally.
My question is, you're just too good to be true.
I remember this moment.
Take my eyes off of you.
Sounds pretty good.
You feel like
And she's all like, I have a husband.
I wanna hold you.
And the crowd starts singing. These guys are all down here for Conor McGregor. And this was one of the best moments. Look at that. Okay, so, yeah. What was this? UFC 194, Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. The 13-second infamous knockout in MMA history. The biggest build-up ever, in my opinion. That pulled through with some actual fucking weight. And all of Ireland came over. There were planes being reported that had to be turned around because the entire time. Imagine being on a plane and all you hear is, ole, 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 ole. Like, these people just go nuts. They go nuts. They go sick. They go hard in the paint.
So much, at last love has survived. I thank God you're alive. You're just too good to be true.
And I can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby. You, baby. You might or not, I love you, baby.
Holly, let me love you.
So good.
Yeah, thank you. Can I wrestle?
Great moment. That was a good moment. That's what life's all about.
What happens when I win?
If you beat me in a stare down.
In a stare down?
If you win.
What happens if you tap? That's all I want to know. What do I get?
I black out before I tap out, bitch.
Yes. Just yes.
Whoa.
One more day.
I believe Joe Rogan, I don't know if it was that guy, but some guy called Joe Rogan out. Something like that. I think it was a YouTuber. And Joe fucking taps him multiple times. There's a video of it back in the day. Him and Eddie Bravo, actually. Him and Eddie Bravo. They're like in the gym. It's a really old video. Somebody calls Joe out, and Joe just taps the motherfucker multiple times.
Me some WC DVDs, and all the Dark Age DVDs. You never gave them to me. I had to buy them myself. I personally told you that I would burn you old DVDs. You personally told me. You had your camera guy that walks around you that eats all the donuts. Write it down, and I never got him. All right? I bought them myself, so I want some Pride shirts and everything now.
Mike, I want to thank you again for UFC 130 letting me sit by you.
My pleasure. Happy birthday, buddy. That was your birthday present, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. In these moments, and I've been in these moments, these are the most awkward moments in life that you have to suffer through sometimes. But you don't want to say the wrong thing. Like, if you have the feeling like, like, oh, wait, do I remember this? Like, it's happened to me with girls before, and it's the worst feeling ever. But this poor kid, he just rolls with the punches here. I love this.
Birthday, buddy.
Yes.
You lied to me about your birthday? Did you get a seat because you told him it was your birthday? That's a gangster move by you. Well done. You conned Goldberg, and then you forgot your big round of applause if he did.
Is there any chance of bringing back Pride rules?
The fuck are you saying, dude?
The Japanese guard.
Who did you say?
Pride rules.
Paid rules.
He's trying to say Pride rules here. But look how he's asking it. It's so crazy. They're like, how could you even know what he's saying here? If you're a diehard, you can pick it up, but poor Dana.
For a Japanese guard.
Who did you say?
Pride rules.
Pride rules. Pride rules.
Pride rules. For a Japanese guard.
Who did you say?
Pride rules.
Paid rules.
Paid rules, Dana comes up with. Paid rules. Dana, what? Dana, what? Paid rules? That's what you came up with it? I don't even know what to say to that.
For a Japanese guard.
Who did you say?
Pride rules.
Paid rules. Pride rules.
Pride. Pride rules.
You're killing me over there, Braveheart.
Dana White, everyone.
For Eddie Alvarez, you've been mentioning.
This is the guy. Okay, so for anyone out there that isn't aware, if you are new to the MMA scene, because I gotta think that a lot of people that tune into this, whether it's 2025 right now that you're watching this, if you've never seen this moment here, it was so epic, and it's going down in ultimate MMA meme history. The UFC 205 presser, when things would never be the same again ever. Now, right up above me. Okay, so I'm down here at the bottom right. I'm trying to map this out here. Right up above me here, about 45 degrees. Look right there, 45 degrees. That's where they usually have press row. I was there on New Year's Eve of 2016. I met Nate Diaz right there backstage. My picture is still up on my Instagram page or whatever. This place, this is one of the best moments to ever come out of it. And when I got to cover an event there, like 2 months after this event, oh man, this kid came out of nowhere, and for some reason, they hand him the mic. And we get this moment. We get the best moment out of any press conference ever that comes from a fan.
That Conor McGregor is not a championship fighter. He only has 2 to 3 rounds. Yet in your professional career, you've only went to the 5th round twice and lost one of them. What the fuck are you talking about?
So now Eddie Alvarez goes, wait, what did you say? He tries to calm the whole situation down, and then listen to what Conor says.
Job. You got a business card. I want to be on Fox Sports 1 one day. I just want to ask you straight up, do you have someone I could talk to maybe?
Sure, you make your comment.
Wait, I think I know this kid. I really do. I really do. I'm going to pull him up on my Instagram page. This kid right here. I think I know him. He's in the MMA media scene. This has to be an old clip. Let's check this out. Hold on 1 second. Is this my boy? I think I can look it up quicker on here, but let me just bring you guys. Let me just bring you guys here. What website does he work for now? All right. He was actually just his correspondent, one of his correspondents at MMA Fangirl. Let's go to her page because that's how I'm going to connect. Fangirl MMA, I think it is. Come on, computer. Pull through here. Pull through. Fangirl_MMA. Our girl, Kayla Beatty. And me and her are in talks all the time. We're actually in a chat room on Instagram here. And she works for... Alright, so it doesn't say here. But she was actually, look, she was just here. There's Mark Ramundi. Hey, Mark. She was just here at the Tito Ortiz versus Chuck Liddell open workouts. Look, I may have to go to our chat room to get him. Fuck. I don't want to, show you guys the chat room. Wouldn't it be good? Here, there's got to be a clip of both of them where he's tagged. Look at this girl. She is super fine, huh? That's what you want to see in MMA. Ooh. That's what you want to see in MMA media. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm sorry, Kayla. But damn. This is a reaction video, ain't it? Alright, hold on. Come on. I gotta pull through for you guys. I have to pull through for you guys. Look at Kayla. Damn, girl. What's good? What's good? There he is! Okay, so is that not the guy? It might not be. Now that I look at this photo. Alright, so here, let's go to his page. Double Gone TV. Double Gone TV. Double Gone TV. Why am I not following him? Because I have a new Instagram. Clearly. Alright, so is this the same guy? No. Is this the same guy? Double Gone TV. Let's see. Same guy? Or no? Gabriel Gonzalez. It could be. It's close enough. It really is. And guys, make sure to go give him a follow at doublegotv.com. DoubleGoneTV.com. Give our girl Kayla a follow. Damn, girl. It's a reaction video. Stop it. It's a reaction video.
Business card. I want to be on Fox Sports 1 day. I just want to ask you straight up, do you have someone I could talk to, maybe?
Sure, you make you a commentator next weekend leading up to the Pettis fight. How's that sound?
Hey, I could fetch coffee, whatever you need me to start at.
That's how you get it done.
I got you. Thank you. Hey, I don't have it on me, but I'll talk to you if you give me the opportunity.
That's how you get it done. Oh, this is our boy. Fucking, he works for ESPN. Why can't I think of his name right now? Oh my God. He was at Mayweather. I follow him on Facebook. We talk. Kevin Iole. That's Kevin Iole.
Because you weren't healthy. When did you start to feel better, and did you have any other procedures after you left the UFC?
Another thing I have to say here. If you don't know MMA, you should know not to ask Brock Lesnar unless you're trying to do it for the gram.
Before you came back.
Well, I think it was like day 49 after I left.
Shadow.
I can't remember the exact hour.
What you doing, girl? You peeking? Yeah, Kevin Iole. Come on, bro.
Why does it matter? I'm here.
Is Brock Lesnar a people person?
Please tell me this is a rib. Brock Lesnar actually is telling people that he wrote a book, when, to the contrary, there's no evidence that he's actually literate. But he is a very tough guy.
Floyd, champion, with all respect, they say all dogs, they don't learn a new trick. So, you know, hunter dogs, they're always going to be ending catching the rabbit, and you're going to be ending catching the rabbit. You are the winner. You're the champion.
I don't know what you said, but shit. Thank you. I know you said I'm the winner and I'm the champion. I like that. I don't know what you said, but thank you.
You are the baddest.
First off, I gotta say something. I just got the weirdest text from somebody in the MMA scene. I'm not gonna say who, but if you are on Twitter and you are causing issues, what the fuck are you doing with your life? I have no issue with anybody on Twitter. Listen, we all have issues in our life. This is how I look at Twitter. We all have issues in our life. We love mixed martial arts. We love the UFC. We love Bellator. We love kickboxing. We love judo. We love wrestling. We love this rat on my shoulder. But for real, we go to our sports to escape the negativity and the stress. I go to Twitter to enjoy myself and meet new people. If I have an issue with anyone, I'll block them. That's it. I love everyone. If you are engaging, if you have a Twitter profile that I've engaged with before in the past, or I've had you in chat rooms, I love you. Unless I've blocked you. There are no issues on Twitter. I don't cause issues. The fuck? Come on, people. I got better things to do, and so do you.
Hasn't ever, and I just thank you for being so real.
I love you, man. What do you want, a job? You looking for a job, too?
I got a job, but I'll take
You just got the last guy fired. You're in.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it.
What's
Sorry,
your question?
Sorry, bro. You know what? I do have my resume, so. Come prepared, son.
We have been waiting 3 years until your fight, so what is your feeling now? Tell?
Hello, sweet potato. What was the question? I was a little distracted. What did you say?
My question was, what is your feeling now? Tell.
Pretty excited, as a matter of fact. But back to the fight.
Over here for the last time to
Yes. Chael, yes.
Go ahead. Hi, Holly. My question is, as a woman in a male-dominated field, do you think that you get all the respect that you really deserve for what you do?
Please tell me you guys picked that up. Please. Please tell me you guys. If you didn't. Look at the guy in the white shirt. I want to rewind it. Look at the guy in the white shirt. Gazing.
My question is, as a woman in a male-dominated field, do you think that you get all the respect that you really deserve for what you do? Especially with all of the people here whistling at you and making comments about your appearance.
Fuck ISIS! Who do you think would give you the hardest
This shit was just out of control. That entire press conference that we just saw with Holly.
fight out of anybody on stage?
Right here. Right here, the hardest hitting 145-pound, the real hardest hitting 145er, right here. This guy TKOs people. When I knock people out, they don't fucking move.
They're not. Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? You know damn well who I am.
The people knew. And even us watching it live, there was no way you didn't jump back when Connor said that moment.
Who the fuck is that?
Question to Mark 1. There's a clip when you're eating an apple on the net, and it's got more than 20,000 comments. Can you tell us what the secret is? And what's so special with your apple eating?
I don't know. I got like 1,000 friend requests, and 90% are from girls, and they all send me messages that I love your smile and how you eat the apple, and it gets like 900,000 views. It's pretty huge for eating apple.
I'm gonna go see the doctor. I'm gonna go see the doctor maybe Tuesday, cause you know but I see this little finger right here is swollen. Honestly, it is. I know it's bad, but this finger right here is swollen. So I gotta check that out.
Why are you asking questions in English? Anderson sits here like he doesn't understand you. Ed Soros interprets, and we got to hear it a second time. First off, he speaks English, and second, we could replace Ed Soros with an app I could download for $9.99.
If you believe in something, if you know something is going to happen, if you're confident in that situation, you will achieve things in life. That's how you overcome things. That's how you put yourself out there. You believe it, and you achieve it. And that's what I do. I know what I'm going to do. I know that I'm better than this.
Sounds like
I
the
know
worst
that I'm going to
self-help
knock him
book you've
out.
ever read. Conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the fuck up.
Does the tension grow up since Bellator 172? Matt first.
I'm sorry, could you fire that one off again?
It's a problem, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, it is.
It's really a problem up here.
Mildly distracting.
Yeah, but
I don't feel like there's any tension at all. If there is,
See
it's
what
on
I'm
his
asking.
part, and I haven't picked it up yet, but he seems cool as a cucumber.
Our boy Matt Mistrione. And I will admit to this. I've had a cringe moment with Matt Mistrione here on the Pure Evil MMA channel. It's actually pretty funny. What's going on here? I hate Twitter drama. Like, what? That's not even real. Twitter drama's not real. People, I just don't get it. Come on, let's be real. All right, so honestly, there's been some cringy moments with Matt Mitrione and I, but I feel like we finally squashed the beef. Recently, at the recent Bellator event, I saw him backstage. Or actually, no, not even backstage. After the press conference, I was walking out. I was following Mark Ramundi, Esther Lynn. We were all walking out towards the casino after doing the press conference, carrying all of our stuff. And as you get towards where the pickup area is, like where you go to the valet, we're all sitting there, and then Frank Mir comes out. Mike Bond's there as well, doing interviews with the fighters who are there waiting for their pickups. So it's, you got, like, if you're an MMA media member, that's you know this. Like, this is where you go. People are wasting time. Get the interview in. Just do it. Just hop up on them. Say, you know, over the years they'll understand who you are. Like, I said what up to Frank, and you have to do it year after year, event after event. You know what I mean? And they'll finally catch on or engage with them on Twitter, and that's what these people do. But honestly, we're walking out, and I saw Matt Mitrione. And Matt and I got into like this little kind of awkward moment. I don't know what they really call it. It was really awkward. So I asked him the same question Errol asked him the day after, which really kind of pissed me off because he had no problem answering Ariel. But he looked at me with the eye of death when I asked him. I said, do you think that you put on a good main event? Do you think that you pulled through for Bellator on an exciting main event? And he looked at me dead in the eyes. And I literally kind of shrunk a little bit. I was just like it was only a second that he did it, but it felt so long because everyone, you could feel people just take a breath in and go in that moment. And I was just like, oh shit, like it was just awkward. It was cringe. I've had my Mitch your own cringy moments. But we finally squashed it. I saw him backstage, backstage. Why did I go back to that? I saw him on the way out, and we kind of squashed the beef.
Up here.
Mildly distracted.
Yeah, what?
I don't feel like there's any tension at all. If there is, it's on his part, and I haven't picked it up yet. But he seems cool as a cucumber to me.
Скорее наоборот, напряжение уходит.
No, the tension is going away gradually.
A few questions for Robbie, please. Robbie, congrats. I wanted to ask you, there's a really cool moment there at the
what are you doing, dude?
at the end of the fight where you guys kind of collapsed. At the
Oh, it's not
same
even Robbie. I remember watching this live and being like, oh, shit. That's not Robbie Lawler, dude.
were you aware of that? I mean, what's going through your head, and how do you feel in that moment?
He grabs the microphone. He's looking at the guy. And he kind of looks like Robbie Lawler. This is great.
I'm sorry.
That one will never get old. Then Dana goes, wait, you thought that was Robbie Lawler?
I'm sorry. So sorry.
Classic. They don't show that one enough.
Oh, you thought that was Robbie Lawler?
With the beanie, it's threw me off.
You cover this sport? You thought that was Robbie Lawler?
I'm sorry.
And that does it for the meme review for the night, guys. I'm going to go back. I'm going to edit this and repost it. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream here. Make sure to subscribe down below. We're doing this tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. with that MMA Holes. I don't know. Should we do it live? Should I pre-record it? We'll see. So, if you want to know, follow me on the Twitter page. That's the only way you're going to know. Twitter or Instagram. Instagram at PureEvilMMA_, or on Twitter at Evil_Echo. Let me pull the screen back in so you can see if you're watching the video cast, because you have to be watching the video cast. I'm not uploading this on iTunes. But if you do, why don't you tune into iTunes and listen to the podcast, or the podcast I'm doing with James McSweeney, Gloves Off, Episode 8. You can listen on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and right here on YouTube. Guys, I'm Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA. When local still am. Behave yourselves.